What's up, YouTube world? This is J back with another reaction. And on today's episode, I have Upchurch and his song Bloodshed. This song was requested by Bobby Beatty. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Hopefully I enjoy it, and I hope you enjoy this reaction. The last two songs I did by Upchurch, I didn't mind that bad. Hillbilly Psycho, and I can't remember the name of the other one right now. It's not coming to me. Sorry. I don't go back and like watch my own videos or like see what I uploaded. I just do it. You know what I mean? I just do it and leave it alone. So I apologize that I don't remember all these song names. Not that you might not even care. I'm not saying you care. I'm just saying sorry anyways. Just because I don't know. Screw it. But anyways, with all that being said, let's get into this song here and let's see what happens.
And I don't want to cast no stone, but I feel like I'm sitting on a throne that's about to self-implode. In a house made of glass that is already cracked and destruction's coming fast. And I see no love, I see no pride, I just see blood on our home flags. Yeah, on our own grass. Church.
Church. He always says church. Church. In every song. Church. That's a good thing though. Whatever. I'm not making fun of him. I'm just saying. I've grown to expect the church. I don't know if that's the chorus that he just did or whatever, or just like a little thing right before the song, but it wasn't bad. I didn't mind it. I understand what he's saying. You know, he's sitting on a throne high up and it's about to self-implode. In a house of glass, it's already cracked. You know, so like obviously if glass is already cracked and, you know, you're sitting on the top level of it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that might not end up too good. Alright.
This morning, flip the TV on and I see a civil war in the country I call home. American flags, Confederate flags, and Nazis with swastikas. Hate groups throwing piss because they're mad at a monument. Represents a time where we advance from mistakes. Now you're making the mistake by taking that out of place. You're stomping and spitting on it like you just whooped someone's ass. You fucking degenerate, get your lazy ass off the grass. This ain't a statue of slavery, do you see any slaves? All I see is some idiots cause the social media craze. What, you gonna catch me outside? Yeah, well come catch your fade. Cause I bleed red, white, and blue, y'all bleeding anger and hate. And I don't wanna cast no stone, but I feel...
Alright, so I'll assume that first part was the chorus, because he was just about to do it again, and that's why I paused it. So we could go over this first verse. You know? I definitely would rather him just rap like this. You know? It just sounds better to me. Not that I mind the choppy-ish flow and stuff, but I just feel like so many people do it now that, you know what I mean? That's all I was saying in other videos, you know? Anyways, I just like this type of flow more. Or, you know, whatever. Like, again, I don't mind a choppy flow, but whatever. And I see that he's talking about the stuff that was going on in the news a while ago with the monument down there, and you know, people hating the Confederate flag now and all that stuff. And I can see what he's saying. I don't care. You know, I'm not one to just remove a statue, you know, as long as like certain bad people aren't celebrated anymore. You know what I mean? Like you know, not even saying that you know, I think the monument was of Robert E. Lee, right? I'm from Pennsylvania, so I'm sorry if I'm wrong. I wasn't the best at history, but I think that's who they were talking about, was Robert E. Lee. I don't even think he was that bad of a guy. I mean, back then all that stuff was just normal. It was almost like you didn't even know better or something, you know, like, which sounds crazy now, you know what I mean? But like, what was that? The Civil War was what, in the 1800s? Like late 1800s, right? So that's like 150 years ago. Not maybe 130 years ago-ish. You know, like, that's just what it was back then. And it's sad and it's terrible, but that, you know, we move on. As the song says, advanced from mistakes. You know? So yeah, I mean, I get it, you know, and I don't like the way the news portrays stuff, because I feel like it makes people think people are crazier than they really are, but it's just like the extremists of one side or the other, when most people are somewhere in the middle. You know what I mean? That's just my thoughts. Anyways, good first verse, man. Good first verse.
On a throne that's about to self-implode, in a house made of glass that is already cracked and destruction's done.
I forgot to mention, I like the beat too.
And I see no love,
I like the beat.
see no pride, I just see blood on our home flags. Yeah, on our
Beat's
home
not
flags.
bad.
Yeah, ain't good for you little shit stain, no brain thinking you the man with a communist flag just waving at your hand. Bitch, I'll start a militia when the government crashes and light a fire under y'all's anti-American asses. Because y'all think y'all can run this country just smooth as molasses. You got people with signs saying that Black Lives Matter. Yeah, Black Lives.
Is molasses smooth though? I mean, I guess. Yeah, it would be smooth. I mean, it's not really textured.
My life matters as well. Y'all trying to get to the swimming pool, but you stuck in the well. And you can shout and can yell, but no one's gonna compel when you out tearing up a city that your city helped build. And how your kids gonna learn from mistakes we made in the past when you erasing that shit like you wanted to relapse. And I don't want.
When you're erasing that like you want it to relapse. I don't know if that line makes sense to me right now. I'll go over this verse and maybe by the end of it it will. Because a relapse is when you quit something and then go back to it. So, how... So there's... Give me a minute. Give me a minute here. Antifa, you little... They ain't no brain, think you the man. With the communist flag just waving out your hand, but you'll start a militia when the government crashes and light a fire up under y'all's American asses, anti-American asses. You got people with signs saying that Black Lives Matter. Yeah, Black Lives Matter, but my life matters as well. You know, trying to get the swimming pool, but you stuck in the well and you can shoot at it. Hold on. Let me get. I'll start with this. The Black Lives Matter stuff, it's like, yeah, everybody's life matters, you know, but I think they just get treated a little worse sometimes, you know, maybe not all the time, you know what I mean, but like, some sketchy stuff happens with them, man, and I feel bad for them, and some sketchy stuff happens with white people too. You know, but I don't know. I feel like as far as that goes, just let them have their 2 minutes. You know what I mean? That's all they wanted. That's all they wanted was just 2 minutes. Not 2 minutes literally, but you know what I'm saying. But I mean, I said all lives matter too, because we all do, and I feel like it could kind of lead to some reverse racism and stuff, or as they call it, reverse racism and stuff. And, you know, I try not to get behind any of that shit, because it's all once the media gets involved, it's all conformed and twisted, and you don't even know what's the truth anymore once the media gets involved, you know?
But I feel like I'm sitting on a throne that's about to self-implode.
Sorry, I gotta go back over this last part of the verse. Hold on. When you are tearing up a city that your city helped build, and how your kid's gonna learn from mistakes we made in the past when you were racing that shit like you wanted to relapse. I don't get it. When you're erasing that like you want it to relapse. Like I said, relapse is when you quit something and go back to it. Usually a drug. That's like the most common way to describe a relapse, but I understand the meaning in general, so that doesn't really matter. But, so to quit something and go back is a relapse. So how are you gonna erase something like you want it to relapse? If you're gonna erase it, wouldn't that mean you don't want it to come back or relapse? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I'm thinking like a little different. I'm sorry. Otherwise, I enjoyed the verse.
In a house made of glass that is already cracked and destruction's coming fast. And I see no love, I see no pride, I just see blood on our own flags. Yeah, on our own grass. Yeah. From the outside looking in at all the shit that's going on in the world, man, in a perspective of mine, it's kind of like you're sitting in a field with tall grass and it just rained, and you got bald tires. And you're on the acceleration so much that you ain't going nowhere. And if you ain't going nowhere, I ain't going nowhere. So we gotta move together as a country to get to the next destination. And I don't wanna cast no stone, but I feel like I'm sitting on a throne that's about to self-implode. In a house made of glass that is already cracked and destruction's coming fast. And I see no love, I see no pride, I just see blood on our home flags. Yeah, on our own grass.
Alright, so that was... Yo. People are probably going to get so mad at me for the way I say this, but whatever. That was like the most hillbilly analogy I've ever heard in my life. like for real, dude. For real. For real. You're sitting in a field with tall grass and it just rained and you got bald tires. Like, oh my god. That's good, man. I'm not. Oh, that's good. That's rich. That's rich right there. I appreciated that. I know you probably think I'm being super sarcastic because I look like this, but I'm not. I might be super honest right now. That was great. Just because. You know? He repped the South so hard with that analogy right there, man. Like, yo, that's good. That's good. It's good. I didn't, like I said, that's the most hillbilly analogy I've ever heard. It's great. And if you ain't going nowhere, then I ain't going nowhere, because we got to move together as a country to get to the next destination. It's good. It's good. It's good. Yeah, this is a good jam. This is a good jam right here. I didn't mind it. I liked that it was bass heavy. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I could because of my soundbar. Sorry. I hope you could, like I said, I don't really rewatch the videos, so I don't know what it really sounds like. Which I should probably do, but nobody's really ever complained about the quality yet. Just the fact that, like, I don't like a song as much as I should, or one guy told me I don't know anything about rap. but never mentioned what led him to come to that conclusion. So I was like, okay, all right, whatever, dude. That's cool. I guess I don't know anything about rap. I thought I did. But whatever. What do I know? What do I know? Nothing. Nothing. I'm a moronic buffoon. Anyways, just having a little fun. Sorry. On a scale of unbearable to just a great jam, I would have to put this up there with like his Hillbilly Psycho. I don't know what I gave that, I forget, but I know it was up in the 7s. I know it was up in the 7s, so I'll give this a 7.6. Oh, crossed the 7.5 mark there. This is a good jam. I didn't mind it. This is good. I might even listen to it again sometime. You know? But yeah, this is a good one, man. I appreciate it. I'm glad. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this reaction. Click like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you want to do. I really hope some of you will check out my reviews of songs. I think they're really insightful for each and every song. You know what I'm saying? I think I break down the songs really well. And if you weren't a fan of hip-hop or something, not only do you hear the song, but the way I break it down, I feel like it might help understand it better, or why it's so good, at least. You know, like the wordplay or whatever. Anyways, enough about me. I'm a selfish schmuck. Yeah, 7.6. Go watch some of my reviews. Go check out Music's Here. I'm going to start working on more music soon. You know, I just started a job and stuff, so shit's a little hectic right now. But I got this. I'm a machine, like Brian Cage would say. If you don't know who Brian Cage is, look him up. He literally looks like a machine. Anyways, have a good night, folks. Peace.